UP! UP! My problem has never been with the rank and file of the party. The party has been hijacked.
We'll first even test it in court, find out whether that name.
You're going to court over this?
Of course.
In fact, I'll be happy if he takes it to court so that he can tell me that if, as a Muslim, I give birth to my child, I can name my child Muhammad.
Nana Akufo-Addo became the flag bearer and president and hated Alan Chemati so much.
That he appointed him.
He hated Alan Chemati so much.
So then why did he appoint him?
And let me tell you something. When he gave him the Minister of Trade and Industry for the first time in the history, agencies that were under Alan, one day we will have that discussion. He took it all from him.
Yate UP. Obi obeka say wo ho problem bia no. E yo no nasem.
UP ni na ewu NPP. Alexa Mantidi agro MPP ye be kazeno.
Oh.
This is the reason why he chose the name. Hopeson no can say yeboa or no so mom leboa.
But that time no mo friend Alan Cash. Under Afafranto there, ye be try Alan say Alan confused. Alan Cash by.
It even shows the arrogance, you know. Look,
Mr. Chairman, are you making claims here?
Nana Akufo-Addo, what did you do or no be president? Let's just say after him, no, please I'm ready to hear me
Sese yehunu se openya Alan Cash sese wate ne party eye United Party.
UP!
Fantastic.
Nimpenifo bi echese eye United Party plus eye old UP no na omo be hyemu kina. No na stanch members of MPPs NTS ya omo chese omo de Alan Cash ne United Party ebe ko court if you say United Party ne mu na MPP free buy. Chese chairman Buga Masaudu echese ono obebo Alan Cash dia. Alan Cash chese ono about the rank and file of the MPP party grassroots no oye popular pa na nya homaso ene de ehu hia. Ono de nya no kra no or join United Party or Barbetie Neno and a lawsuit or Mochese Money Alan Cash Ebetchino. Leading members of UP opinions are the Boneface, Tulumo, Usu Hopeson, Adoye, na lawyer and not chief Rimpon, actually Chilimu, I expose the fact say a year Alan Cash, a choose United Party or say a revenge pan Alan Cash, a tekino. On TV3, opinion Alan Chamate reacted to MPP primaries, a course, he said, Omusi to Mano. Any United Party.
What do you make of the MPP internal presidential race that's taking place, and then also the conversations and the tirades they are throwing at each other?
Well, you see, but that's the point. And very respectfully, Roland, I will not come and sit here as I would say as a politician that has basically just adored a new party to be discussing the race for the leadership in the MPP. No, I still have a lot of friends in the MPP. There's no doubt about it. Don't get me wrong. I made it clear to you that even at the risk of sounding boastful, you know, I still am one of the most popular political figures within the rank and file. So yes, it's not as if I don't have friends there. My problem has never been with the rank and file of the party. When I was resigning, I made it clear. My problem has been with the leadership. The party has been hijacked.
By who?
Let's not get into that. Let's use this executive time because we are discussing what will move Ghana forward, not NPP matters.
Before you birthed UP, I mean, Mr. Chairman, you were given an amnesty. There was a whole statement that was issued by the New Patriotic Party. Indeed, I even asked Solomon about it. I asked Pierre Dankwa about it. Nani Asapon, I couldn't meet him at the time. Offering amnesty to people like you, including Solomon Owusu, lawyer Pierre Dankwa and the rest, Rodalin and all those people. And you decided to go and establish and adore a new political party, Mr. Chairman.
But Roland, that was probably the most presumptuous, I would say, statement that was made.
Presumptuous?
That they are granted amnesty. Well, they granted amnesty. They defined those who could benefit from the amnesty. Look, I have been a founding member of the NPP. I've been a distinguished senior member of NPP. I left on my own accord.
Why didn't you take the amnesty?
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That I didn't even understand what they meant by the amnesty. You understand me? if it's political amnesty as we know it, and that's what they're talking about, then it didn't apply to me. It has no value for me for them to say that they are granting amnesty. At any rate, they even said that those who left on their own are not part of the amnesty. But it had no application to somebody like me. You understand? And
Did
it
they
shows,
to you?
and even shows the arrogance. Look,
Mr. Chairman, are you making claims here? Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, Brian Champon, Kenny Japon,
yes,
the General Secretary,
yes,
Kodria Frimpong, the arrogance. Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't think you understood what I said. I'm saying that if the leadership of the party are saying that they've granted amnesty to those who somehow are no longer part of the party, but those that left on their own, they are not part of the amnesty. That's what I was talking about. You see, because you go into an election, 2.1 million people of your supporters refuse to vote, even at the risk of going into opposition. So are people thinking, you have a party, and presumably you have your base. Why is it that you think that 2.1 million people of your supporters, even at the risk of going into opposition, decide that they will not vote for the NPP? So it must suggest to you that they are not probably prepared to go to NDC, but they will not vote for NPP. So they are ready for a new vehicle.
So this is what lawyer Anoche Frimpong, na analysis right from Kwanya Faso UP buy any said the MPP buy dankwa buzi adumbo effect ne diaka ama ura alanchamate akotine party from Movement for Change to United Party.
Asemi ne kan ya eden kakra o.
Ne kan ampa den pa sene wo hu no. Nti wo hu se e block asie bi
XYZ.
We need that friend vengeance, revenge pa ena talanchira matin edeba. Just obi a onim abakwesem. Na assembly chart ye nyina no ene say the year 1951 ena ye to first election ewo Ghana ha. Kwame Nkrumah ewini ye CPP na UGCC. Na chairman this year ye nyina ye nim na ye boni din da bia no JB Dankwa no di akotene ewo UGCC no emu abra UGCC edi ntwo no na party no eguye na Santefo around 54 omu kwati omu a party for the National Liberation Movement NLM makemehu omu ne CPP di kobo enibium anyeye na omu hu se niente omu antimi anya ade and it's a party now who are digina as Anton Kwazo. Into Sadia, opposition parties in Katin are spread it as a Uko voter regional, Transvoter Togoland Party, SG Anto. Don't go for the Macau and a Northern People's Party, somewhere dear Dom, Dombo, Yanko Fanamera. Into where we a cabo and a woman United Party. Now, and on the Pidu Amutian, Ghana for NTA, TF4 NTA, said, not Dr. JB Dankwa, our year or Chino, the patronot yasi, Omuye, party no, yet after the 54 election. JB Dankwa said 1965. It means to say, a party no, UP no, it take about 10 years and Tana Dankwa will. And so, as Antifono and fat, or no Dankwa and answer Chim for and come, Omune, LG. Dombo, Fono, and a Fono, and the new party, United Party. No, and no who said, Santinua, party no, and what Dinginano. As Antifon possession for Ebedi Wonso. Into Sadia, NPP leader, no, NPP, Northern People's Party leader, no, dear Dombo. I will not the more seats at the Abba, about 13 seats or more. And NPP for Yan, the NPP, Northern People's Party. And as Antifon, dear no, me and Romo seats in here just about 8. Into Sadia say, Dombo, Nebeya Wampeni, asantefoɔ no so ɔmo mpɛ sɛ siremni bɛdi wɔn so ɔmo so a ɔmo mpɛ dankwa nti ɔmo kɔfa Professor K.A. Buzia ɛna ɔba bɛdi wɔn so enti no mesraw the beginning no na yɛni bibia yɛfɛ ne dankwa Buzia tradition da mom na nka ɛyɛ Buzia Samuel Diedon ɛne G. Anton tradition ɛno ne UP tradition no wɔn mo di nkuguo no na yɛtu Kwame Nkrumah Bangu in 1966 yɛte party foforɔ 1969 ɛyɛ Buzia no ɛna di UP foɔ no meka UP a party ne de yɛfɛ ne sɛ Progress Party na mom UP tradition ti yɛnka sɛ UP party na yɛ Buzia na di wɔn anim saa mmerɛ no na constitution na wɔn yɛ ni president and vice Akufo-Addo papa yɛ president but president yɛ appointed obi a nto no so aba nti ɔnyɛ president biara na mom 79 no a yɛhyɛ that to president so aba ɛyɛ presidential constitution ɛno yɛtena ase no ɛna asantefo na di wɔn tradition ɔmo yi Victor Wusu as leader sɛnea maka no ɔmo mpɛ sɛ siremni bɛdi wɔn so nti siremni no bɛyɛ running mate Alhaji Yakubu Tali Tolon na ɔno na ɔbɛyɛ running mate ɛna akyɛmfoɔ baa sɛ ɔmo ba abɛka ho tie akyɛmfoɔ no a na ɔmo yɛ UGCC no a egu 1951 no ɛnɛ ɔmo so ɔmo ba abɛka ayifoɔ no tradition no ho ɛyɛ UP tradition no ho wɔn baa ya ɔmo proposal no ɛne sɛ wɔhwɛ the big six in the history of Ghana no a aka panyin baako ɔte ase a wɔnwuiɛ woyi dankwa firi hɔ no na enyini a wɔnwuiɛ ɛyɛ William Oforiata asantefoɔ no mfa wɔn yɛ wɔn leader na wɔn sɛ da yɛmpene dɛbɛ tradition no koraa no mo nka ho enti ama akyemfoɔ no ɛsa wɔ wɔakyi ɛna wɔn kɔte wɔn party United National Convention UNC ɛyɛ nsa ɛyɛ clean ɛyɛ pure wɔn kɔte wɔn party ɛna wɔn nyinaa di nkuguo ɛyɛ President Nkrumah's party PNP People's National Party Dr. Liman ewini yɛ sɔfi antoata yɛtu wɔn abangu wɛ a yɛdi mu a 1992 yɛkɔ democracy bie mu no wɔn mu hyia no akyemfoɔ ɛde adwene kɛseɛ baabi mu sɛ adeɛ no yɛ nyinaa ko na adeɛ no yɛfrɛ no dankwa Buzia tradition enti nano yɛfrɛ no sɛ momu yi Victor Wusu wɔlusi yɛdu yɛ 10 ɛno ɔmo di mu a ɔmo nya lock yɛde ma wɔ nipa a ofiri ɔsiam Professor Edubu Ahin ɛna ɔkɔɛ na bɛdi akyire yɛ asiremni as usual dem sɛ lawyer Alhassan Ofutambale Odagomani ɛna yɛfrɛ no sɛ anyɛ yɛ no ɔmo bɔ kɔɔto yɛ no yɛnim sɛ Kofoɔ by first term oyi another northerner as running mate then anyɛ yɛ biom ne the year 2000 obi yɛnim sɛ Kofoɔ ewini this time owini ɛno so northerner Alhaji Aliyu Mahama ɛna na yɛ ne running mate ɔbɛyɛ vice president Samoa Kofoɔ bɛfi hɔ no na chimfo ya no yɛ den sɛ ade ne yɛ dankwa Buzia nti sɛ Buzia ni gyina hɔ ma santefoɔ wɔadi di a ɛne yɛduru dankwa ɛmɛrɛ so na sɛ ne America story no so de kyerɛ wo no David dankwa no ɔnyɛ UP ni wɔn ka ho ɔyɛ UGCC ni na ban gu yɛ no na wɔn mu yi ɔkyerɛ ase 10 years from time a yɛte UP no bɛsi 65 owu nsa one prison nti sɛ na santefoɔ ne UP foɔ ne pɛ n'asɛm a nka ɔno ɔwɔ na ɔwɔ experience ɛne exposure ɛkyɛn Buzia ɔno na ɔmo de ne bɛyɛ yɛmfa na ma wɔn politics mu bio nti Ghana obi ka kyerɛ sɛ yɛwɔ bibi de dankwa Buzia tradition a ɛyɛ ntorɔ na mmom ɛyɛ adwen kɛseɛ a kyemfoɔ ni nyaa no so deɛ mebɔ wɔn aba so because wote wiase a ɛsɛ wonya adwen kɛseɛ hwɛ nkɔfoɔ no constituencies ɛyɛ less than 10 adɔɔso ɛmɛ sɛ bɛyɛ 7 or 8 ɛyɛ akyem ebu akwa hɔ na sɛ wɔn atumi afɔ so ama tradition ɛni wiase wɔn atumi de aba wɔn nipa na didi ewu dadadadada no yɛtumi de aba pata asantefoɔ deɛ no ho a na ɛsɛ wu sɛ nkɔfoɔ no yɛ smart na wiase so yɛ smart a ɛsɛ yɛ bɔ waba so na asantefoɔ so ehu ni sɛ wɔn nyɛ smart because wɔn yɛ smart wɔn ni mu abakɔsɛm sɛnea mekyerɛ mu yi a wɔntumi ntena hɔ ɛna obi ɛnfa asokwa ameda no akyenkyena na nea kɔkɔ sii ne sɛ yɛde ma wɔn mu a 2008 yɛfrɛ ne sɛ akyemni ne baeɛ na Akufo Addo no wɔde di mu a ɔno bɛyɛ president no na kyerɛ sɛ after him no free saa mmerɛ kɔ na ehia me paa tiefoɔ nti after no Nana Akufo Addo no Semanka ya danko buzia tradition dia. And ye so say, would ye idea ni ma buzia for no, and only Alantra Martino, ye jamu, and no Katai and ya baya, or no de ma, no brasso says I wouldn't idea, and mano. That I say, we shall more NPP as a party, the be a section in the dear Nimu. Let's let me Eddie actually. And do some was that common sense approach here, that one, that one is somebody I am. Now, I think for say you so I think I see a DBT as antiphonibium. Sir, Munkonquaja party, no, the history, your tradition, no, history, a Dankwa, Buzia, double tradition, anti. The Buzia dear no kufu wa dear ana dankwa dear no ne kufuado wa dear and it say no do double 410 it won wa adwenkase abiema atemfo ne DBT asantefor nti say ya de ma bawumia ada asantefor no so hu nyansa say yasisi nti sa dia aba no kura ye nkonkoto ana MPP elusu total lusu no MPP for elusu ye ana say yenia Alantra Martin Ashari said, this is the reason why he chose the name. Ubisa no can say Yaboa or no sumom leboa. The reason no any said Alantra Martin is coming to take vengeance on behalf of the Ashanti people. Very easy. Based on history and minority actually say the chief one sa at the one the if want some at the Akoma Belnia. And Sanya Monsieur the Sasson of the day. Set a bot yenina into the name you know the aban or that the rally Asante 4 behind him. Asante 4 now quanko to a bar near them because Asante Nibia want to aban, not just on pair NDC. No more non cop MPP, MPP for the one Rambo, one developer or minor, almost one yen Asante 4 Visha, no consua, what quacofa is the mean a big lady and Nimadan, was I money never him. In Tisadi, a bachelor, Yansan, Yan Tuaban, and I lunch my patches. I have the solution. Mama Yan Asante Fonso Yanti, your party, dear party, daddy, oh, Tetedia Noir, Yupi Noir, and Nona, dear cook, intimate, near lunch my Ediaban. So who be some Susan Sans one and Messiah? A Susan Sans one, a about one. The first one is that no matter what, there are people in the country who know history. There are people in Ashanti who know history and love their tradition. Ebabuama, Ebinuma Kodi Wamba, Alanchirabati, Echi. Now, election be also there. Every single vote is very relevant because to be a president of Ghana, the constitution says 50% plus one vote. And until you have the two about big chop plenty to a breach, just so about one vote to pay important. Nti papa we ba no wa o be rally wo mu atiti fi asantefo no waka wa ba kwasam de akere ne nia de na kufu ado e de ayawo ne atemfo de ayawo nti the first instance one say e be say MPP more ade nti na say MPP more MPP ahwo de ni nyina no egina chief speaking people of Ghana so and the chief speaking people of Ghana o me akan for na mum akan kasiya pa wo mu o mu kwa constituencies e do so eno ne Ashanti Ashanti Nkwana omo 47 constituencies. If you have I have also 100% to me Ashanti for 6 constituencies. No I could use job in north and south. Now the omu nuanum kwa at the account. And Ashanti does here for 1 year kwa be Sunday asan kwani de so akwa count. Otin so wura omu wedipa ewo ho. Nti na je ne say the MPP edidiko your body down for Buzia tradition. Your body UP tradition. Party way aba say begina wona kasama wo. I'm not saying you say election time but you match one yina after you na aba that be the Gen Z one aba obuli ma dey be a friend tradition but to the extent say the name UP ewo ho impenifo ni bi beka ya kodi nachi to the extent say oye Asantini or come from Ashanti region as again nipo ba wini omo primaries na nkoye wo mo a this year to say edutum na kwakwaye obi a won free Ashanti memu a it's likely say Ghana so tribalism work pa brochire kwa tribalism awo ho brochire ebi wo ho yi pa enti no Ashanti fo di bi ebeba beji Chematen echi and ebi no so ewo MPP mo mu fi say ye ne Alanchematen eni ni ye na mo last election no ye independent candidate enti ana yanto aba mfama na samran so na ben election no dodo where there we have almost a whole 4 years to get to the election. Into a better man, let you for another dinner. And to the next instance, one is a man, this for Juma, I am Amawo, because what MPPD, sorry, NDCD are compulsorily over the NPP, a chia bestin nelo, and now woman alternative, and near Papana de Aban, a year, Chadicassia Papa, and no de bre MPP for. Now, the other side of the coin is that politics here, idea. We hear the BRT party and Hajani because the BIA here alternative views near to media or minor. It is this for the young one right in the Bay. Then PPCB a young one left in the Bay. No, be so bad on the young center na a Bay. The party on your mind Ghana, Yacha dear, and a year or mine year, Medas.
Nano, Anna Dr. Tia Abdul Kabiru Mahama, were stanch member of MPP, while Wali MP, Chrese, Omo Edi, Ura Lancash, Ebeko Court.
A party, United Party, your quick thought in 30 seconds. So
first and foremost, I think the movement for change, the name chosen is problematic because the tradition of the MPP is out of the United Party. They try to hide under the fact that Unity Party. I'm sure fair-minded Ghanaians and members of the Unity Party will first even test it in court to find out whether that name.
You're going to court over this?
Of course, it is a very good case to test to see whether that name will even stand. I thought that the Mr. Alan Chirante would have been much more thoughtful, and then chairman together with the people who form the party would have been much more thoughtful in the name they would choose.
Why have you patented United Party?
United Party is registered. It's a name registered as a recognized political party, even though it's defunct, which were consolidated to form, I mean, the offshoot of all this is the New Patriotic Party.
Right.
So you don't go to choose such a name.
Now, lawyer, I'm not chief important. Say, if you say from 1992, Urban, there's no party like that.
Now, Adarma Emremuno, we be betting ya kofadi ya kwa yedumasa because I dare not say you pay no harder though. Any a woo mu free. We betting ya sa ko register BM say nay and now deba.
But on Chom Rabia 79 election. So under the 79 constitution, we have the Mraba say, be a no better makofa. Party Pia ya formu wa Ghana pen eji mpacho under the 1992 constitution BBA ni wasa intina Kwame Nkrumah Nkrofo na CPP omutumi efi wondi People's Convention Party ho eno ko mu court answer na court chirebu ye say something constitution entia obi a okwakofa ejini dada ene ma CPP for omutumi kofa say ejini no eba bio na kane na omudin kura under this Fourth Republican dispensation. No, we People's Convention Party. Now, court to be an anokan say, and maybe and wait here so Buba Konechi. No, I party no at this Fourth Republican law Pia and Tressa and Omukowachi. Intinia Alanchila Mateayan. Setiamra and Kayusi no and Mano provisional certificate of the action is in Tiamra Bia Ghana.
NTNT response from Openyi Sadiq Boneface, our leading member of United Party. Ora Hopeson Adoye, any Solomon Usu on TV3 enye easy cry. With Massa Wood, Chairman Buga MPP, Nidia Etwaswa, also Etu Bimane, Ora Lancash, United Party. Yentie the leading members of a United Party.
Since 1992, there is nobody who can claim ownership of that name.
But the NPP, the party from which you came out of, there are members of that party who believe that because that is our founding basis, you're taking something away from them. There is even the Waliwali MP who's even hinted that this matter should go to court.
In fact, I'll be happy if he takes it to court, so that he can tell me that if, as a Muslim, I give birth to my child, I can't name my child Muhammad. Then it means the fact that I named my son Muhammad doesn't mean that that fellow is a prophet. That name Muhammad, everybody names his child Muhammad, but nobody claims that, look, I named my son or my child Muhammad first, so you have no right to name that child Muhammad. And when they were MPP, did they add any name? Then Northern People's Party will claim the name MPP. Do you know that? Well, Northern People's Party, what are the initials?
It's also MPP, but the current MPP is New Patriotic Party.
Good. So they should just stay quiet in their corner and not to come and create problems for themselves.
I see.
Yes.
I see.
NPP people actually distance themselves from the UP and create a new ideology called the Dankwa Dombo Buzia. Haven't you heard that? They kept saying the Dankwa Dombo Buzia. The UP itself was formed by an amalgamation of political parties. The Gashifi Mokwe, the Muslim Association, the Allah Youth, the Northern People's Party, the NLM, and so on and so on. But conveniently, they changed their own history. That's why I say it's Nana People's Party, to reduce it to only 3 gates: the Dankwa, the Buzia, and the Dombo. So what they have been telling the entire country is that if you are not from these 3 gates, you can never become a leader of the party. We believe that no, we are building a country. Everyone in this country matters. And so we cannot go with the idea of reducing ourselves to only 3 gates. So that if you are a Ga, you do not have any opportunity in this current NPP. If you are an Zima, you don't have any opportunity in this current NPP. If you are from the Volta region, from the Oti region, and from other regions that are not captured in the gates, you are not represented. We want to be a national party where everyone has an input in it. That is why we believe that we are the ones representing the original ideals and principles of the UP and not the NPP as they want to claim.
Yeah, the Buzia you talk about was also part of the formation of UP.
Yes.
In 1957.
Yes. But he was not the only person that formed the UP.
These are the faces.
Yes.
He's not the only one.
These were not the only. In fact, those that played a critical role in the UP did not include J.B. Dankwa. What was his role in the formation of the UP? For him to amply represent. We have been twisting history, and because it suits people's propaganda, because it suits the narrative that people can write on it, we have made it as part of our history. Where is the picture? Kindly let me see the other picture that you have there. Can you see or can you find in these pictures the name of Bafwa Kuto? Where is Bafwa Kuto in this? It tells you how we have been dishonest in terms of our academic discourse, especially the historians that have been writing the history of the UP. Conveniently, they take out Bafwa Kuto when he was the founding father of the NLM. You understand? So if we tell you that they do not believe in the UP ideals, and rather we have come to implement all the good ideas of the UP, then you must understand this. Let me say that we are discussing the United Party. Alan is not the United Party. Alan is part of the United Party. In fact, he's the leader of the United Party. It's a democratic party that will go through elections. If in the coming days, any of us sitting here would want to join the UP and if you contest Alan, it's welcomed. I mean, wouldn't it be nice if Martin is contesting Alan for the flag bearership position? So it is about the United Party.
I will campaign for you. You're not contesting.
What is going to happen is that, or what has led most parties that come fresh not succeed, is that they come without any strategy. Organizational structure. Organization decides everything. We have thought through this carefully, and I can tell you that in the coming days, you will be seeing the United Party in your constituency. You will be having your executives there. You would hear us more visibly. Alfred, you would agree with me that ever since election 2024 was over, you can find communicators of the movement for change on every platform, as against all the other political parties, with the exception of the NPP and NDC that contested the election. Has it crossed your mind? We are following a particular script. And that is how come you see us always and always on all platforms, not just in Accra, across the entire region. We mean business. So people must not be quick to write us off. We know the perception, the mindset. That's why I use the football analogy. I told you that it used to be Kotoko and Haas. Now it's no more, to the extent that any football club can even come today and win the league. The Ghanaian population or the voters are becoming very complicated and very delicate. Because what they are looking for, the teaming you, the Gen Zs, they don't care about your history. They don't care about whether I was born into the NPP or NDC. All that they care for is about whether or not after finishing school, they will get jobs. That is what is at play. So I want to assure every Ghanaian that come election 2028, number one, you will find the UP on the ballot. Number two, you will have parliamentary candidates in all the 276 constituencies. Number three, you have our polling station agents. One thing I didn't tell you about election 2024 was the fact that 95% of all the agents that Mr. Alan Jameson assigned to the polling stations were denied access to the polling stations. We have a classical access. We have a classical example of someone that traveled from the United Kingdom, and the man is here to Cape Coast to cast his vote. The very polling station he voted, Alan got 0. Then in the coming days, we are going to do some levels of expose.
It was because of the cameras. Hold on. It was because they activated the cameras.
He flew to Ghana purposely to come and vote for Alan Tremantin. He voted for Alan after the election. The man got 0. And you know what? Before the election, did you hear the MPP say that Alan was going to play third to Cheddar?
Yes.
So all their concentrations was focused on on Alan, but it is going to be a totally different ball game altogether in 2028. We are going to go all out. We were there when we were part of the building of the MPP. At least I was there when TESCOM was formed. We built TESCOM to the levels that became attractive. We are going to use the rest of our energies, all the team members in there, to build a vibrant and a robust political party called the United Party. After all, the MPP says the UP is their tradition. So if you are a subset and the universal set is there, you must as well better join them and let's build a better Ghana.
I see. Thank you. Quick one, because he's going to leave us.
On this same analysis.
Yes.
Now, in your much earlier analysis, you made the point that on D-Day, the election day, there was something that happened in the moment that switched a certain votes that were meant for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and a sudden 3%. Switch. That 3% is a very significant number.
Yes.
I want to find out, was it a question of messaging or it was a personality and a trust issue? Because that is key. If it's a trust issue, then you need to find out how to sustain that trust. If it's a question of messaging, you need to find out how to fulfill that. Because these two are very significant, or it should be paid for.
Okay.
Absolutely, I was going to say.
It should be paid for.
One that comes for free.
Okay, thank
Yes, Emily, I just want to add something. At the launch of the party, you said that the NPP is now Nana People's Party. But you did not define Nana People's Party. I define Nana People's Party as the people Nana appointed into positions. And Alan Tremantin was one of the people Nana appointed for 6 years. So technically, Alan is in Nana people. Nana is Alan people. Alan is the Nana person.
You've asked the formation of this political tradition called NPP in 1992. Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia was 28 years. He never joined the NPP. He was a member of the NDC by attachment. As of 2007, he was not part of the NPP. 2008, he became the running mate of the NPP by virtue of the fact that Nana Akufo-Addo single-handedly appointed him and brought him into the party. From there, he skewed and schemed everything, shut everybody smart, made sure that if you had a contrary view, you were sacked from the party, and brought in only people that were aligned to the NPP, to Bawumia, including Dr. Zatu. And so, if I talk about Nana People's Party, it's about these current group of people. They did not have any clue about the NPP. They only became NPP by virtue of the fact that Nana Akufo-Addo became the flag bearer and president and hated Alan Tremantin so much
that he appointed him.
He hated Alan Tremantin so much.
So then why did he appoint him?
And let me tell you something. When he gave him the Minister of Trade and Industry for the first time in the history, agencies that were under Alan, one day we had that discussion. He took it all from him.
Agencies and
agencies. He created special initiative and gave it to Hawa Kumsin. The one district, one factory. The NPP's manifesto that Alan wrote the trade portion of it. That he brought in the idea of one district, one factory. Nana Akufo-Addo created an office and took it to the presidency. And took it there.
And he did not. And based on all this, he did not resign. He did not resign. He still did not resign. Based on all this, he still did not resign. He still stayed.
All the agencies under the Ministry of Trade and Industry. I sent someone there. By the time he gets there, Nana Akufo-Addo has sent his representative there. Was he working with Alan?
So I think it's a fair question to to ask that.
Yes.
In the midst of all this, why did he still stay? Why didn't he resign?
Alan has. First of all,
Okay, hold on.
it was a question of.
Hold on.
It was a question of serving Ghana and also a political decision.
Hold on.
If Alan had left the administration, it had political consequences and ramifications. Alan stayed, believed that in spite of all this, he could still prevail. And that was how come, in spite of the fact that he later on went for the 1D1 district, he was only given a budget of 400 million, whereas the bogus NACO that was for top, they gave Alhaji Bawumia and his people close to 4 billion Ghana cedis just to go and share among themselves. So this is what we are talking about. Okay. To be able to leverage on his credibility to woo the private sector banks to invest in the 1D1F and then establish close to 296 factories at various stages of completion. That is the man we are talking about.
One problem. One problem.
Dr. Kabir.
Obia wokita PhD. Wokasaseya. What does it mean? I says I didn't know Gokushia no Kushiano kwa. What you say? I didn't know Gokushia no Kushiano kwa.
But say you can't share and crack moi. Meaning say October 1965.
Don't sound like an ignorant.
No. I'm not going to be ignorant, okay. But from the conversations that I've had, I don't know if it's two enemy, because they made an argument. October 1965, and Omoti UP party. Is that right?
Yeah.
And I'm also October 2025, and I'm also my majority UP. No?
Yeah, majority. Yati UP. Yati UP.
It's not a resurrection.
Me say yate. Resurrection saying yate
FM. And you know, and so you have that two parties in them.
Say we Ghana ni.
Sure.
No akoko pie mu America. Na bia Ghana for Atiku. Na yedi wasi ano. Does it mean say Ghana?
Ghana.
Ghana. We Ghana ni. Eno ano no. Eti UP ni yate. Ye UP for ni yate UP. Ye wie obi obeka se wo ho problem bia no e yo no nasem ene so obi ka se wo the UGCC e ba be ye political party wa se ya emra bia ntimi mra ne se ontimi nyusu emra wo ho sese no ese Fourth Republic ya ye wo mu political parties are back from 1992 up to now omo records ni na ho omo ni mo bia din obi a symbol obi a colors ene ne ekeka ho enti no se wo pese wo register party ene na se wo kokofa Progressive Alliance am mo party no ba ko body Eagle party Eagle won se na Eagle ba omo omo disqualify omo se omo ntimi nyusu Eagle party because omo de Eagle na nkasa ye symbol adom see there be ene no ye national enti no omo ntimi ana omo yi any free honum ana kokoye bibiti se Eagle every Ghanaian living everywhere. And omode anomanso so eto and kokoyesa. Enti bebre ni ana bebre na efre no ege ne ne.
But even with your party ne kra mwate no, mo di plus be aka ho. UP plus.
A UP plus na dey. Enye plus in the West is a PLUSO.
A plus sign.
Yeah, sign.
But
say enhance UP.
Then it means that we will refer to the UP that was formed. Then it means you are enhancing that which was formed.
Listen.
Yes.
Phone when you go down.
Me. Bisu Samsung.
Near heavy.
Oh, is it
Galaxy saying? What's a Galaxy? Yeah, media Ultra. Ubenya Galaxy, no, the same thing, the same as you. But prices in here different.
True.
Anna, ukita iPhone, iPhone 16, ewo, and you walk iPhone 16 Pro Max. It took one year open. No, ato. It is a usika and no one. No persisting is a no ato. But who usika crowd be back one? No ato Pro Max no. Now for Pro Max na, according to them no. Wani mu kakra ewo nneema bi hu saying the ordinary one.
But following. But the more register no UP no more the plus on the count as more register no.
I don't do we need to write everything. No.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, the United Party. UP. But your person who say a UP plus.
Okay, that's fine.
What would you make it?
Yes.
First say MPP. I didn't call Nanimno. I will get Yamia Yomu a free party. But saying that I need you war as MPP. No, say Alan could do to maintain a free party. No, Yamin Kwan in them side. I need you. Secondly, Nura, me say Boneface Abubakar no or Detroit say MPP for Yamajara amnesty, Yamomo amnesty by Obwa. Yama Alanchamante ni Adoye ni Boneface Abubakar. Find a momo amnesty. Yimu a free party no. Ya pomo a free party no because who Abubakar Boneface no. The Hopeson Adoye no. Party dem kasa na yimu free. Party because of bad conduct exhibiting here against your constitution because party no Abramudi Alan Cheno no mu party for Alan ko we here na mu free Alan party akojona for fronto na yi omo so Boneface on just atro no secondly na afa fronto ya de yani mo say omo ya fafanto sa UP no kura enche bia de omo be kokot we na me ka cha UP no omo di ayantakwa na omo kraba omo afafanto no
there be a party and what alaji
party fake UP no ya ni UP o UP ni na wu NPP sa wo sorry na wo fight UP na kire wo sa di UP di say wo di na UP sa UP ni wo nya no wahe sa UP ni wo nya no wahe wo ya konfo that fake UP no no omo kuta no fake UP no no omo kuta no but you need a lawyer for eksa e pese I say Ghana dia wo ya bibia mra na wo de beye because UP no a political party registered da na Alan Kojo Tramante kwa munya wo sa wo believe in the UP tradition and go on call election na wa lose election na wo free party no say wa free party no because of lose election ti who ko form own party sanka UP tradition no obia call election no lose no free party no and can there le anka UP no wa he ya maya yira fi say Addo no Kufuor ko election. Radio XYZ. Addo winning Kufuor 1992. Kufuor onye de po boni to say Alan Kojo Tramante na Kufuor say ma jai party no etifie. Young tai say Akufo-Addo no Kufuor ko election. Kufuor winning Akufo-Addo promise. Akufo-Addo betina party no esum party no nyami chadia no Kufuor tam so yedan e bai. Abra Alan Tramante eko election no ne Akufo-Addo no onye onunkwa omu ye 17 na eko ye owi ya no resign here. This is the first time owi 208 ya no resign here. Na party for whom say Alan Tramante no nya MPP ni ba no nya MPP ni papa because the first time we call election ya we lose ya waja party no ye wo no usaba ye Mr. Oba ye Dan Rocha no ye former national chairman e ka kire say any political party that will contain Alan Tramante will not prosper. Political party bia ebegis ni party say Alan Tramante say this greedy person obe contain Alan Tramante that party dey economy
Alaji wo frɛ Alan Tramante greedy asa no pe wa nye fair to him any party no akote
where awunya radio where Johnson maybe anyame mfa wunduru wo pese odu wunduru oni begu ase me see busu ebema Alan Tramante ni begu ase no enu sa busu mu na yedan ejira ye no me see young guy says 70s and parents no na onu Alan Tramante ka ho na hakma usu ajima mu nyina ka ho na Akufo-Addo mu nyina ka ho why na ejai party no say because of olusu election to ojai party no e alantiamante 28 ojai ye ba ye alantiamante ne we oba party no wo saba ye kura ye be call election ye sabi so no say wo me na me bi so no that question no bi so no e be call election only 2024 election 2024
primaries na mo ko no
primaries no maybe say no say nde yenim say last we lose election now what free party no so this time around so we corner lose we free party no na we wo party no wo kasasa say ono free party no one yes sir but yenim no o ko election ya o lose ya kaja no sa free party no say we continue party o tin party that say yanja no ndura ona mono oditro say onu continue afa franto nkofo penis t-shirt ajama papa we shock plan
na meba ete say a party na nkasa say no electoral commission Ghana ne pono so parties ana political parties ya register e wo so no United Party ana UP eni so bi challenge na obi ko register UP a mo be worried
no sa that name UP no na percent e kai say UP no aya NPP et say nde NDC ni asedu kacha na Julius Dabra be ko election no lusu no si wa ko form party PNDC wasi wa ko form party PNDC no the DMB ma PNDC
Radio XYZ
obi anim say PNDC no ene na wu NDC sa na UP ewu NPP so ya de enya the political party what yen na higher because bet why be you aja wusu ye wo Ghana ha alantiamantinti ni afa frantu no ko election chada yenim chada no in political history chada ni political history bia wonya youth organizer da wonya minister da wonya obiata politician chada timiko election no beat alantiamanti hands down ama alantiamanti we 0 nande chada kwa bitu na NPP na yesuro what you have here the front lane no ono adoye ni Boneface Abubakar omuno dia na ombetema ya Ghana ha eye nipa frustration form but the mimic Ghana for say nobody should take Alan Chamanti and the fake UP fake UP nobody should take them serious. It is fueled by the NDC for na show martin omo yesa
enwa na NDC ni bia nyina ho ma mu ni MPP for na ho
sanka Alan Chamanti ne apara chicken sino omo ko declare omo hu ema NDC say ya ba ya jono anka be papa esini la rasulullah omo ye no
radio
Alan Chamanti NPP ya nu ya hu papa say ya titu abe duru mrebi ya be kaze Alan Chamanti di agro ya MPP ya be kaze no ya be kaze no
afedi modern no men man
me mami kacha mani mini abra papa Alan Chamanti di agro the new patriotic party no ya be kaze no from the one Ojone MPP na adie bia wonya wo MPP no ndano wo ket Alan Chamanti na we actually onhunu we actually papa say ono omo betima gu MPP there masa omo boa so me
party
omo tre no nyina omo di omo CV call say NDC for mo agima
to boase beba why train na di ni CV call send this for mo agima
Alan Chamanti anungwasie bema we osori ye Ghana yankoti Alan Chamanti di ni CV enye so obi wo on fera de obi adungwase ade kato say wo the former trade minister 2 times trade minister under Kufuor and under His Excellency the former president Nana Addo Akufo-Addo you were served as a cabinet minister because of ahonya because of jealousy the high level of jealousy wo sorry nde o sorry o di o CV call NDC say NDC form e ma wa jima
dabe
NDC form few
dabe
what I me say me na me catch you alachamante no pe ajima wa NDC mu no mo pam no o mo man ajima na say the $10,000 the 5 we en phone koshi
na alaji alanchemante na o kana sem no ye friend alan cash o sika bon ho se bibi no na akokete na alan ka $10,000 what the day
me see oya alan cash no by the time where alan cash kufuo kutalo to say the bar as a minister of trade and industry as ambassador to Ghana ambassador to USC Akufo-Addo Subaye Osamanu 7 good years as a minister, no? But that time no more friend of Alan Cash under the New Patriotic Party. But under Afafrantu there, you better Alan say Alan confused.
Radio XYZ.
Alan confused. Alan Cash by on him cash. Where better buy your cash for him. Uncle Benya Cash. Uncle Uncle election no not chada ko bitino. No nipa chada me Alaji Masaudu me to honum no. Mini chada be call election. Mini chada be call election Ghana ha. Chada be tiba beat me. Me Alaji Masaudu, the national third vice chairman of the New Patriotic Party. Nan the mini chada be call election kura chada be tiba beat me.
Na me ba Alaji say Alanchemanti ye Ghana ni na onim de na sa aban asesa na ni nim de betimi abo aban bi na Alanchemanti kopa adwuma mpa men kan se de o kan san na kopa adwuma na ye dey because so ye Ghana ni
me see oya Ghana ina mika say o try it first no nya sanka o sa ye ni CV kama no sa di koma Julia Debra na Julia Debra pe bibi ama no wa anka e better aja usu so kai first no mu see ye ti romo say Hopeson Addo Obama Hopeson Ghana ambassador to Nigeria wakai
na say no and I can say rumor nti rumor the head na the back
na nya no kore unim say na anka NDC fo hu say sa de to work o ye ma na anka obo di sa call airport then NDC fo NDC fo fi abontin omo you to the prayer abontin didi Hopeson Addo cham ka say jo mama nim onfa Hopeson Addo embra this thing airport no hundi ebe sinus of Addo so no na NDC for Pama Addo se si a no so nam la Rasulullah one city so some crofo we which credibility did these people have
but some crofo is so yes
form a political party that the NPP will be afraid. They don't have any credibility. They were failed people and they were frustrated guys. So Omoye too, they use them. The NDC is now using them as their dirty boys, so that they work for their paymasters. No. So what fair? Munko join NDC. Namunja cha awunya muninam no.
Omunko NDC no munya de omuye no. Se they okay. Se enfa se munsuro Alaji said okay se nyese MPP suro Alanchemanti pa ne ne party awate a enka de UP nka mo hunahuna ne semo de ne be kokko tumpu nka be jai ni na kwaye ne du
UP no aya MPP
Radio XYZ
want me mba say wa fi UP asa for me UP even though we change dino but logo no and a political party the aya UP no a registered data me kwa me nim time there electoral commission kwa to me pin a register UP emma nkonfobi because the UP no UP that is the original UP we know the Donka Dombo Bushia UP no that we know no omono and to me and say MPP then I must have about the UP ba so omo UP no and yet the UP no
okay
I UP I fake UP
okay
I say you see middle school no my subject be almost friends are subject no mental work no your mental but we have a mental that contain iron and we have a metal that not contain iron. I say UP need to UP need iron I mental. Now, after two UP no so I mental. But yeah, we have ferrous and non-ferrous mental. So the ferrous mental are mental that contain ions. That is the UP of the NPP. And the non-ferrous mental are mental that does not contain iron. So, it is a metal that does not contain any iron.
Okay.
What do you know? Say yes, you know, say NPP or UPB. But it is not that our UP, that our mental that contain iron.
Okay.
No.
Now, Alaji, before I bekono,
but did not contain iron.
Okay. Yes, Sankofa. What can't with Sankofa inchi? Sankofa ne say. Alanchamantina who say you pin the betimi akama boom. Nti osa kwa kofa you pino, net me akama boom, na fi mwetimi ako baby as a boss assassin.
Aka hoya boom. Onuno afe na you pin na di kufo beba na. Ebe free MPP mu ana. Akufo ado be free MPP mu ana. Akpo usu ajuma mu be free MPP mu ana. Our elders no nyina, our founding fathers no nyina mu wa ono no mu na be free MPP abe journey ne fake MP and ne fake UP no ana. Me see, Udi mark the baby and so on top. Won't say, on better change political party, on better changing the team.
Hey, my serious.
On better change UP no. On better change UP no. Ever maybe on better Alan Cash party. On better Alan Cash party because UP no muye tu. Yan timin tina saying ja we mu no mudi. MPP ni tutu form.
Yate. Nese enye se bia mo kana mo no keke mo be chiro mo ba bia power na ankasa da whereby ya.
Because me na nkofo we kwa mo ni credibility bia. Ala kwa de say the way on answer.
There be eno credibility as to whether no we need credibility electoral commission enya de a obejo forms I endorse kase ya mo at party you have to get that credibility.
Enyo mo no all power. NDC for NDC for national mass. So bibia how many people never person will be a political party? One say mama last and bibi. One say onu ba ya mama. Yes, NDC me see afafaranto NDC. You and my party, I and my party are one. Sana, I Alan Tramanti, afafaranto the NDC are one. So yeah, we are dealing with afafaranto. As NDC sympathizers and NDC members, we don't deal with these people as like they are forming a political party. Which political party? We conform more never free MPP abedi sound conform with you.
Ate. Mate alaje yada sebet case ne de musi MPP for musi am hwenu man ko boni bia.
MPP from one city wonya MPP to now no. So see what that can wonya free MPP free ye breast no. Now see what the no ever high MPP and all the no ever kutia MPP. Who tell him? Who tell Alan Tramanti so that you know they don't say who has benefit from this party.
Alaji,
a grateful person like Alan Tramanti.
Paper bakwa ekram a weird chronicle. What the UP plus minim UP plus. Nese we need a special UP. Enye UP we a special UP. Bakwa nye special.
Me see, ana me catch no. Upe special. UP no. I had to say mental. I had to say that yeah, but mental no. One UP is a mental that contains iron. That is the ferrous mental. And one UP no, whether UP plus or UP minus.
Radio XYZ.
No, I am mental with that. I am mental with that iron.
Yati.
So substance biya ni omu UP no ho.
Okay.
Anumnyam biya ni ho, respect biya ni ho, spirit biya ni ho. Alan Tramanti Diagro, the spirit of the UP, who test Alan Tramanti by the spirit of the original UP. Onukwa ontiminda. One for UP Diagro, UP no, one for UP Diagro, or the UP Diagro, you will see his end results.
Abusia, Edumapa on demand says for and Eka say, Edumapa on demand for say. Say o pese wo di dwuma bia nkankangana fo amwo brochire a obehia nipa didi so ya tilers anansa building constructors fashion designers chese auto mechanical bia wo pese wo di say dwuma bia ma no obekọ ye app no so na wa download Edumapa on demand service ayesa so abekọ www adwuma pa on demand service ɛno nso so bɛkɔ ko hu adwumadi a yɛdi nyinaa ne tirimupo nyinaa ne sɛ yɛboa wo ma wokɔkɔfa obi anaa wodi dwuma bi a nipa a wokɔkɔfa no ɛsiane sɛ wonim n'akyiri akwan biara nti no to bi kura a nipa no agye sika wie wopɛne hia na wohu no adwuma pa on demand fo aba ama saa ɔhaw nyinaa afiri hɔ ɛsiane sɛ obi biara yɛde bɛma wo so woni dwuma biara ma no yɛayɛ background checks ɛhu sɛ saa nipa yi onim deɛ wɔyɛ ɛnyɛ kwankyɛn trefa ni bi a wonim deɛ wɔyɛ ɛne yɛfa no ɛde na ma wɔ na nigye sɛm baako wɔ mu no sɛ onipa biara yɛde bɛma wo a wode ne bɛdi dwuma biara no sɛbesɛbe ɛba korɔ no sɛm anasɛ sɛ yɛbu afa so paa deɛ a ɛnyɛ deɛ bɛsi na wanso sɛ nim sɛ sɛbe wokɔ sogya mu mpo a yɛwɔ military police ɔno nso sogya ni ɔkyi sogya ni ɛno mekyerɛ mu sɛ ɛyɛ adwuma pa on demand foɔ no yɛsan so wɔ supervisors a abere ne abere nyinaa no ɔmokɔ rounds ɛkɔ check sɛ adwuma no a nipa no de bɛdaeɛ no saa pɛpɛɛpɛ ɛne yɛyɛ no na sɛ adwuma pa on demand deɛ ɔma ma adwuma no ayɛ simple sɛ biribi ni ɛna ɔnte ase ampakyɛw na wafa numbers no a ɛgu soɔ no na wafrɛ